What's up, guys? This is Alan. In today's episode, I'm gonna be using a leaf pod to propagate cuttings. Yes, these little leaf pods are very popular all over the internet. People are using them. I think they're very cute. I want to propagate some plants. I want to see how well it works. And not only can you actually propagate plants with it, you can also grow some vegetables indoors. It comes with a little light. It has a reservoir. It's super cool. I really like it. And I just want to find out today if I can actually use it to propagate some plants. As you guys know, I like growing fruit trees, edible plants, things people normally don't grow. Vegetable growing is extremely easy to do. Anybody can do it. I can do it, you can do it. But I want to push this little thing to its limits. And I want to see if I can actually use it to propagate some plants. So the plant I'm propagating today is this sweet bay leaf right here. It has been in the ground for about 2 years now. Maybe 2.5, I don't know, I lost count. It was a little plant when I first put it in the ground. And I want to see if I can actually use the leaf pod to grow some cuttings. So the first thing we're gonna do is, well, we gotta get some cuttings. When propagating cuttings, you're gonna have all kinds of different varieties, all kinds of different types up there. So the ones you usually wanna propagate from, for plants that are evergreen like this, you wanna go for the softwood cuttings. And that is usually wood that has grown that year. And it's pliable, it's flexible, just like this. I don't want to do big cuttings. I just want to do small ones and see if this leaf pod is actually going to work for this, guys. So I'm just going to go around the plant and take a few cuttings. Then just strip the leaves on the bottom because I don't need those, guys. And maybe get this new growth out here out. And there we go. We got a cutting right there. We're going to shave off some of the surface area on the leaf to minimize transpiration. And that's it. We want to have a few nodes on the bottom below the surface because that's where your roots are going to come out of. So I'm going to go ahead and get a few more, and then we'll go ahead and set the leaf pot. All right, so I got my cuttings right here. I'm gonna go ahead and strip the leaves. There we go. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and stick my cuttings in this little plugs right here. So this thing comes with these plugs. I'm sure if you need more, you can buy them online. I'm not using any rooting hormone or anything like that, so I'm just gonna stick it in just like this. Just push it in. There we go. That's one. I guess it'll be a little easier if I wet the plugs first, so let me go ahead and do that right now. We want to squeeze the cutting as far down as we can to make sure we have a few nodes under the surface, just like this. And for the rest of the plugs over here, I'm gonna be using some moringa seeds. A lot of you guys asked me to propagate some moringa. So normally what I do is I do the same thing. I don't use, normally I put them in my greenhouse, but you know what? I got this thing right now, so we're gonna go ahead and try it out. I'm gonna have to make the hole a little bigger because my moringa seeds are actually kind of big. So here's my moringa seed. I'm gonna stick it in there, try to squeeze it there. All right, so I'm gonna have to break the plug. Probably be easier if the plug was actually wet. There, just shove it in there. See what happens. Done. I'm gonna cut the plugs in half so that way my seats fit in here. There. Stick my seed right in the middle, just like that. There we go. There we go. We got the moringa seeds in there. And to help us speed up the process to make the whole thing more humid, this thing comes with little cups, so you can place them over your seeds to increase the humidity, so that way they sprout a little faster. Just like that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and find a spot in my house where I'm gonna be placing this thing, and then see if it actually works. And I like it because they actually give you all kinds of little things in here for you to use. They even give you fertilizer if you actually want to grow vegetables on your counter, so that way you can feed your plants. And then this little rod right here, it shows you the water level, so you can place that in there. And then as the water level goes up, you can see the rod go up and down as the water level, as your plants drink the water or the water evaporates. All right, so I got my lead pot set up right here inside my house. And I thought the pump wasn't working, but it is. It's just really quiet. You can see down there it's running. I got the light set up, and it has an app you can download on your phone, and you can control the light settings, when to come on, off. So but anyways, so since I'm doing cuttings, when doing cuttings, it's a little different than seedlings. These seeds, they have their own individual caps that you can put over to increase the humidity to have them sprout faster. But my cuttings right here, I need my foliage to actually stay humid. I was thinking about putting some type of cover over it, but I read the manual, and it says not to cover it because that may cause the light to overheat and cause a fire. So I don't know. We'll see what I'm gonna do. If I start seeing my leaves wilting, or I'm gonna have to figure something out. Maybe get a plastic bin, and then place it over it, and then poke some holes through it, so that way it ventilates. But we'll see what happens. So here it is, everything working good. And yeah, so I'll check back in a few weeks and give you guys an update.